Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're gonna be doing another little request. It was requested that we add a fuel system to our jetpack system, so that's what we're gonna do. This is what we got. You do what we did in the last tutorial, you pick up the jetpack, and if you look in the bottom left, we get a little progress bar that shows us how much fuel we have. We use the jetpack. You can see that we are going down and how much fuel we have. If you hit 0, you will fall, not be able to use the jetpack. And yeah, then you can run over the gas canister here. It'll give you a random amount of fuel. Then you can go back to using the jetpack. Then you hit 0, it'll go back. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, let's just hop into it. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add our model that we're using. I just used a Quixel model, so we can right click on the browser down here. You can go to add Quixel content, and I just typed in gas and went to 3D assets, and I grabbed this one right here. There's a few other ones you can grab. There's a rusty gas one, there's a jerry can that you can use. There's a few models you can use. I just grabbed this one. So you can download it and then add it to the project, and then yep, we'll do that. Then we'll go into our blueprints folder. We're gonna add a blueprint class actor. We're gonna call this jetpack fuel underscore BP, like that. And then we'll hop into here. We're gonna go into here. We're gonna add a static mesh like that, and we're gonna pull in our gas mesh. We'll go to Megascans, 3D assets. We'll put this in the static mesh right there. Then we're gonna add a. We're gonna call this gas, and we'll add a sphere collision. And we're just gonna size it up a bit. We're gonna make it, we'll make it 3 on all 3 of the axes there. And for now, we're just gonna leave this. We're gonna hop into our blueprints folder. We'll hop into our jetpack BP. And let me delete these. These were from testing. And we're gonna add a few variables. We're gonna add a variable called current fuel. We're gonna make that a float, or not a name. We're gonna make it a float, and we're gonna set the default value to 100. And we're gonna duplicate that, and we're gonna call this max fuel. And default value should still be 100 if you duplicated it. If not, just set that to 100. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop over into our third person blueprint right here. And what we need to do is, if we're using the jetpack, we need to use the fuel. So we're gonna pull all of this back right here. And then off of the true right here, we want to get actor of class. And we're gonna get our jetpack BP right here, and then off of here we're gonna get current fuel, and then off of here we're gonna see if it's greater than 0, and then we're gonna grab a branch. So you can press B on your keyboard and do that. And then if that is true, then we can use the jetpack. So like that. Also, let's hook this into the condition of the branch. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna hop into our jetpack BP. We're gonna go up to the we're just gonna go up. We're gonna get a event begin play. We're gonna pull off of here. We're gonna cast to third person character. We're gonna get player character, and then we're gonna pull off of here. We're gonna promote this to a variable. Actually, let me delete this one. This is from before. We're gonna pull off of here, promote it to a variable called player ref. And then we're gonna go back to the beginning. We're gonna add a sequence node. You can press S on your keyboard and click. You get a sequence node. Add that there. Then we'll pull this back. Then off of this, we want to pull down. We want to set timer by event. Like that. We're gonna set the time to 0.1. We're gonna set it to looping. We're gonna pull off the event. We're gonna get a custom event. We're gonna call this fuel timer. And then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pull in our player ref, and we're gonna pull off of this. We're gonna see if we are using jetpack, and if we are, we want to get current fuel, and we're going to, well, let's add a branch first. We'll add a branch right here. We'll connect this to the branch and hook that up. And then we want to get current fuel. We want to subtract, and you just want to subtract the amount that you want to use, and you'll subtract this amount for every 0.1 seconds. So yeah. So then we're gonna pull in our current fuel, and we're gonna set it. And we're gonna pull off of the subtract here. We're gonna get a clamp float, and we'll hook that into the set, hook that to the true. And our minimum is going to be 0, and our maximum will be your max fuel, like that. And then at the end here, we're just going to print string, like that. And we'll hit, we'll put our current fuel into that. Then let's check that. Let's check that real quick. So you hop in, you use it, it'll print that you're using the fuel. Let it go down to 0. It won't stop working yet, but this is just to show that the fuel is going down. Alright, so we got that working. We are using the fuel. So now what we want to do is we want to hop into our third person character here, and if our current fuel is greater than 0, then we just want to do all of this. But if it's not greater than 0, we want to pull off of the false. We want to get a do once. We'll grab that, and we want to set movement mode to walking, like that. And then we want to, at the end here, we want to pull in our set using jetpack. We want to set that to false at the end. So now we can check that, see if we start falling when we run out of fuel. We run out of fuel, you start falling. And we got a bug here though, which is something I found in testing. If you jump and then just like click right mouse button over and over, or your jetpack button, you can just like fly infinitely. So what I did to fix that bug is I went down here to what's causing it, which is really weird to me. I don't know why this would cause that to happen, but what we need to do here is we need to add a do once on this part where we're setting movement mode to walking off the completed right here. So we just want to add a do once right here, like this. And that should fix that bug. We'll check it though. So we'll run out of fuel. And we fall down, we press jump, press right mouse button. It doesn't do that weird ass bug anymore. No idea why that causes that to happen. But it does. No idea why. But so now what we need to do is we need a way of resetting these. Resetting these do onces. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let's pull this up. We're gonna grab a sequence node, press S on your keyboard. We'll hook this into this, and then the 0 will go into here. And actually, hold on, we want to set the sequence after this branch, so we'll hook that back up. So we're gonna press S on the keyboard. We'll put the sequence after the branch because we want to reset everything if our current fuel is above 0. So we're gonna set that one to there. Then we'll set the one to here. Then we're gonna add a pin, and we're just gonna pull all of this down like this, and we'll hook the 2 to this reset. So that way when we pick up fuel, it'll reset and all of this will work again. So yep, that should be it for there. Delete that. So now we need a way of picking up fuel. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to our jetpack fuel BP right here. We're gonna delete all of this. And then on the sphere collision, we're gonna right click, add event, on component begin overlap. And we want to cast to third person character. We're gonna hook the object into the other actor like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a get actor of class, and we're gonna get our jetpack BP, and we want to get current fuel, and then off of here we're gonna add, and you can add a set amount if you want, but what I did was I added a get random or random float. I did a random float and range so that you'll get a random amount of fuel. And I set the minimum to 50 and the maximum to 100. And then we're going to pull off of our get actor of class right here. We're going to set current fuel like that. And you want to pull off of the add right here. We're going to get a clamp float. And the minimum will be 0, the maximum will be your max fuel. So you can either pull off of here and get max fuel, or you can just set the number in there. We'll hook this up though, like that. Then you want to hook the clamp into the set right here, and we'll plug that in like that. And that should work. Oh yeah, also at the end here we want to destroy actor like that. Then we're gonna also print string to see how much fuel that we added. So we'll just plug that in like that. So now we want to pull this into the world. So we'll go into our blueprints folder. We'll pull the fuel into the world like that. So now when we hop in, we use some fuel, let it go down a little bit. Then we run over the gas. You can see that it set our fuel back up to 100. And let me just show you how it works if we hit 0 though. So we're gonna hop back in, we're gonna use the fuel all the way to 0. Then once you hit 0, you start falling. Then we'll run over the gas. It gives us some fuel, and now we can use the jetpack again. then we'll run out of fuel. I want to check something there. Let me run out of fuel again. I'm gonna not let go of the jetpack. Looked like it was maybe doing something wonky, but let me just check. Okay, never mind. We're good. Oh, what it is... I think I see what it is. When we're letting go of the jetpack, it's, because it's setting movement mode to walking, you'll get a, you get a weird little, like, stutter in the air. So we'll let go. Yeah, and it'll kind of stutter there. So, not too sure how to fix that, but it shouldn't really be a problem. Let me see. Maybe if we set movement mode to none. Let me try that. We'll try that. We'll try setting it to none and see if we still get that stutter. So we'll... Oh, okay. Yeah, none doesn't work because then we won't fall. We'll just set that to... Ooh, maybe we just set it to falling. Let's try that. Let's try that. So we set it to falling. You still get the stutter though. So let me just try that again real quick. Yeah, you still get the stutter, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. If I find a way of fixing that, we'll make another video. So for now, we'll just set this back to walking. So now all we need to do is we need to make the HUD so we can add the you know, have a little progress bar to show how much fuel we have. So we're gonna go into our blueprints folder. We're gonna make a new folder called widgets. We're gonna hop in here. We're gonna get a user interface, widget blueprint, user widget. We're gonna call this HUD_W. We'll open that up. We're gonna get a canvas panel like that. Then we're gonna get a progress bar like that, and I had this set to the bottom left. So if you want to set it down there, we can you want to choose the anchor to the bottom left down here, then we'll just hit the back arrow so it'll go down. Then we're gonna go to the alignment right here. We're gonna set it to 0.5 and 0.5, and then we'll just kind of position it to where we want it. We'll make the size X a little bit bigger, move it over, pull the percent up. We'll go to the fill color, and you can set it to whatever color you want. I chose kind of like this yellowish, orangish color. We'll set the value to like 0.2, like that. And then we're gonna hop into the graph over here. We're gonna get rid of the event tick and the pre-construct. Then off of here, we want to get actor of class, like that. We're gonna get our jetpack BP. Then off of the return, we're gonna promote to a variable called jetpack ref. Then we're gonna also get we're gonna cast to third person character. We're gonna get player character. Then off of here, we're gonna promote this to a variable called player ref, like that. Then we're gonna hop back over into the designer. We're gonna click on our progress bar right here. We're gonna go to the percent, and we're gonna create binding, and we're gonna pull this back, and then we're gonna pull in our whoops, let me fix that. right there. We're gonna pull in our jetpack ref right here, and we're gonna get current fuel. Then we're gonna get max fuel. Then we're gonna divide our current fuel by our max fuel, and then we'll hook that in like that. So that way the math stays correct. Then we're gonna hop back into the designer over here. We're gonna hit on our progress bar. We're gonna scroll down. We're gonna go to visibility. So what we're gonna do here is you won't see this. This won't be a part of your HUD unless you have a jetpack. So we're just gonna hide it if we don't have a jetpack. So we're gonna go down to the visibility. We're gonna go to the binding. We're gonna create binding. And we're gonna pull this back. And we're gonna pull in our player ref. We're gonna get it. We're gonna see if our jetpack, we're gonna get jetpack. We're gonna see if that's equal to 1. Then we're gonna grab a branch. You can press B on your keyboard and get a branch. And we'll hook the true into the visible. We'll also hook this into the condition. So if we do have a jetpack, then we will see the progress bar. And if we don't, we want to copy and paste this and hook this to the false. If we don't have a jetpack, we won't see the progress bar. So now we just want to add the add this HUD to our player character. So we're gonna hop into our third person character, and we're gonna go up to begin play. We'll pull all of this up. We'll pull the begin play back. We'll add a sequence node. You can press S on your keyboard like that, and then you can hook the 0 to there. Then off the 1, we're gonna create widget, and we're just gonna get our HUD widget, and then off the return, we're gonna add to viewport like that, and we'll compile and save, and that should be good. So let's just check it all out real quick. So we'll hop in, we run in, use our jetpack. You can see that the progress bar shows in the bottom left now. We press right mouse button to use the jetpack, and the progress bar goes down. And we'll let it go all the way to 0. And we'll fall. Then we'll run over the gas, get the gas so the progress bar refills a little bit. And we'll use it again. And then, yeah. That's pretty much it. So, yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit of testing after this and see if I can figure out how to fix that little stutter. So that's gonna bug the hell out of me. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much good to go. We'll let it run down to 0. Look at the stutter again. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but yeah, it is a thing. But yep, we're gonna call it here for now. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. In the next video, we might do the tutorial on making our own jetpack. But yeah, definitely was a fun thing, adding some fuel. I was already thinking about adding a fuel system to this after we made the tutorial yesterday. So yeah, having it requested definitely solidified that it was a cool idea. So yeah, we'll call it here. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Alright, so we're just gonna add a quick little fix. So I found a fix for the stutter that we were having. So let me just show you. We had that stutter. We if we go all the way to 0 right now, and we let go of that, there's no longer any stutter. Let me just show you that again. We'll let it go down to 0. And bam, let go, no stutter. Alright, so let me show you what we did to fix the stutter here. So what we did is right here on the completed, we were setting the movement mode to walking. We're gonna change this to falling. So right now this will fix the stuttering, changing that to falling. But let me show you what happens now. If we do that and we let go, we'll go into our jumping animation, but let me just show you that the stutter is fixed with just that alone. We'll hit 0, we'll let go, no stutter. But the new issue is that we if we let go, we go into our jumping animation, so we're gonna fix that by adding a variable called isJumping, and that will be a boolean. We'll pull this in. Oh, not get it. We're gonna set it here at the end of our jumping input right here. We're gonna set that to true. Then we're just gonna copy and paste. We're gonna set that to false right here. Like that. We'll compile and save, and now we need to go into our animation blueprint. So we'll click on our mesh, go to the anim class over here, hit the magnifying glass. We're gonna go into ABP Manning. Then in the event graph right here, we're gonna add an execution pin. I've already done that, but copy and paste, and we'll hook that into the execution. And then we're gonna pull off of here. We're gonna get isJumping. And then we're just gonna pull off of this. Here, let me delete the old one from testing it. Then we're gonna pull off here, promote to a variable, hook that in. And we're gonna go into our anim graph, to the main states, into to falling to jump right here. Or actually, is it that one? Yeah, it's this one. To falling to jump. We wanna go into this transition. We're just gonna pull in our isJumping. We're gonna get that. We're just gonna replace all of that with this variable, and we'll compile and save, and that should fix the jumping animation thing. So now if we let go, we do not go into our jumping animation. Like so. And we'll hit 0, let go, no stutter. And yep. Just a quick little fix. I did some testing after we finished all the other stuff to fix that. So yep, just another little quick fix. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.